Now, in the aftermath of the Akosombo Dam spillage causing severe flooding in the Volta, Eastern and Greater Accra regions, women in North Tongu district are displaying remarkable resilience. Despite the waning attention on the floods, these women are navigating their devastated farms to secure food for their families. Fred Duho sheds light on the focal point of farming activities in this report.
In the face of formidable challenges, the resilient women of the North Tongu district are emerging as unsung heroes, playing a pivotal role in the feeding of their households. And during 2 months of relentless flooding from the spills at the Akosombo Dam, the dwindling food aid from charitable organizations cast a shadow over the local population. Undeterred, the women doubled down on their efforts, turning to their farms with a newfound determination. Meet Madame Augustina, a beacon of strength amidst adversity. Despite floodwaters wreaking havoc on her farm, she rises early each day, returning home with a sack full of cassava, showcasing her resilience. Under the shade of a tree, she skillfully peels cassava with a knife held between her two toes, determined to process it for her household. So this is a woman who is physically challenged with the right hand. So she's using the toe, which is more like the support she has, to now hold firm the knife, and then she peels the cassava. Now you see this quantity of cassava, and she said her farm was actually inundated with flood, but when she came to this temporal structure or a place for the victims, she's been able to go to the farm and harvest the cassava, and that is what she's trying to process into a cassava dough. And literally, this is the predicament of a physically challenged farmer who is also trying to put food on the table for herself and probably her close neighbors. The scorching sun bears witness to another woman's journey covering miles to harvest firewood. Her farm devastated, she pleads for assistance to navigate the challenging months ahead. In another camp in Mepe, a mother of 4 readies herself for the farm, armed with a cutlass and a hoe. Despite the exhaustion of previously donated food supplies, her unwavering spirit propels her forward, driven by the commitment to harvest substance for her family.
I love you, Portama. Agbeli, Blablaju.
Compounded by the collapse of her home, she currently finds refuge in a school building, patiently waiting the construction of a new dwelling.
Home. A home ta. Ejebe mi awo jaja adore mu kafi ne mi aju. Aso gi no kwa mi okoyira. Levi osukunya, levi o mana ta no tuchuro game. Ano sukun vale eduomo. Ta mata mi omile mi
On the road to another location, I see a woman passionately digging the earth, unearthing immature potatoes planted 2 months ago. In this agrochemical shop, it is quite obvious they've lost everything, and the owner also had her property collapsed. So she's now come here with her belongings and staying in this container with her children. And she's here basically wondering where help will come from. Madam, ale kojo nuka jole shop eji.
The komi vudu jolo no ogbo because matava no onwanti vinyo de vivo amene. Bele ko yeta nyemo be agbehin ewu yeta ko mo vudu jo. Vo fifi la egi emi la he. Pepele nwale kemele vava mo nyede ka koyo evi amene la sinya. Kafi stoye me yimoji ha blada gbe no ko makli okuda gbe klishe. Eta nya tefe nyala. The
Member of Parliament for the North Tongu constituency, Samuel Okujetua-Blakwa, told Citi News that he is doing all he can to get compensation for his people.
We still need assistance. I know that attention is beginning to shift. People think, okay, the water levels have gone down, you know, they are okay. A lot of communities are now dried up. But remember that the damage is still there. 1,500 houses totally damaged, totally destroyed, dissolved by the floodwaters, because a lot of those houses were mud houses, and once they were submerged, they couldn't survive. After a day or two, it just, you know, dissolved in the water. So the people are homeless. We cannot say that the crisis is over because we don't see high rise water. Yes, we don't see high-rise water, but the damage is there.
Despite what he perceives as a seeming delay on the part of the government to compensate the affected victims, Okujetua-Blakwa instrumentally relocated 300 affected victims to a new housing unit.
We have settled 300 people here, and I need to thank our partners, the Fair Sky Group. So they helped us with the fiscal structure. The chiefs donated land, and then I took care of the furnishing, the beds, and then I'm also paying the utilities, light bills for the occupants. You know that these are people who are down and out. They've lost their jobs, lost their livelihoods, so you can't expect them to pay light bill. So we're using the same partnership for the second project. With that one, we don't have one company coming in to take care of structures. So what I have mobilized from compassionate Ghanaians, that's what we have put into that project.
My name is Fred Duho, reporting for Citi News.